Does Dwayne Youngblood actually, does Dwayne Youngblood actually have a fighting chance against Bishop Jakes? Oh, we got to get into it.
How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let
Well, the documents are in. But who are the documents from is the question today. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the St. James Show. Thank you for watching as always. But as you come into the sanctuary, I understand you want to see if you like the program first before you hit the like button. But will you just do that for me right now? Subscribe if you're not a subscriber of the St. James Show, and also turn on your notification bell so you'll know each and every time we're live. Share on all your social media websites. Join our Patreon. Join our members only on YouTube. Patreon is pinned in the chat right now. Make sure you are a member of Patreon. And throughout the show, if you would like to give monetarily, there you are, $ the St. James Show, or it's always scrolling down there at the bottom. There are different ways to support. Listen, everybody, we have been waiting for July 11th, and Christmas came one day early. Oh, yes, it did. But I think I know why it came early. We have been dealing with this TD Jakes lawsuit that he has put up against Dwayne Youngblood and the co-conspirators. Listen. It's interesting now. Does Dwayne Youngblood have a fighting chance? Is that a possibility? What's up, everybody? Who is in the chat? Make sure you hit that like button for me. Tasha Haynes, good to see you. Courtney is in the building. What's up, Londa? Thank you all for being members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Erica is here. What's up, Erica? Keisha Green over there in Los Angeles is in the building. Shara T. Leonard, thanks for coming through. Kimberly Lede, thank you for your support. You too, Rita Henderson, thank you for your support. L-Star is in the building. What's up, Uncle Jay? What's up, man? What's up? Sean Talks is in the place. What's up, JR? Good to see you, sir. Melanie Rice is in the building. As you come in, please hit that like button. And as throughout the night, we do have a goal of $5 or more super chats. So make sure you're hitting the super chat. Hit the gold button. It'll guide you. Oh, yes, it will. What's up, Big Rome? What's up? What's up? Miss Candace is in the building. Y'all come on in. Terrence and Melanie Rice, good to see you as well. Does Dwayne Youngblood have a fighting chance? Well, we know last time, and if you want to catch up on all of the videos that I've done on the Bishop Jakes lawsuit, there is a playlist on YouTube. All right. So if you're looking on Facebook, go to come over here to YouTube, and when we're done with the live, and catch up on all our videos concerning this lawsuit. We do have a playlist, all right, for it. So make sure you hit that playlist and just have at it. But we have been dealing with this lawsuit, and seems like it's been a little trouble getting off the ground. It's a little trouble getting into the actual courtroom. We just want to get into the courtroom. We are still. It was filed in November of 2024, and here we are in July, and we're still in the period where they haven't even gone to discovery. So after the last filing, or the last admonishment from the judge, it was to Tyrone Blackburn representing Dwayne Youngblood. And of course, we know the lawsuit in regards to a $6 million demand letter that was sent to Bishop Jakes from Dwayne Youngblood and his attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. They were asking for $6 million because they say that Bishop Jakes SA'd him. And the SA is surrounded by a hug and a missed kiss. Not a kiss, but a missed kiss. So they say, listen, that damaged me for 30 years. So I'm coming back 30, whatever years, 40 years, whatever later, then I'm going to now sue, because now that I'm a predator, this is Dwayne Youngblood, now that I'm a convicted predator twice, maybe three, I need to blame somebody. And I think it was Bishop Jakes when I was 18, 19. Then one time they tried to say underage, but they couldn't quite get all that together. Thank you so much, Elstar, for getting us started on our goal and lighting up the chat for me. It has been a journey. Yes, it has. So Jake said, listen, I ain't giving you a dime. Not only am I not going to give you a dime, but I'm going to sue you for defamation. And I'm going to more than likely include some of your people that I believe are your co-conspirators who think they're going to get a little change off that $6 million. I'm going to sue all y'all, but I got to start with you, Dwayne, because it was coming out of your flapping out of your mouth on Larry Reed Live's program. It was flapping out of your mouth. So I got to go ahead and sue you. And I'll worry about Larry and whoever else I want to put in there just a little bit later. Let's get over the first hump, Bishop Jakes' people. So after all that, Tyrone comes back and wants it dismissed. He wants it dismissed, and he puts out some rigmarole, some chat GPT, some AI motions and things like that. The judge calls him out and says, listen, I don't know what this is. First, Jake's people called him out and said, listen, he must have had a fever that night that he wrote all this, because this has nothing to do with this lawsuit. He's even throwing in everything, rubber duck. He's throwing in everything. He even changed where the alleged hug and missed kiss happened. He took it from a dining room table to the car. So, he didn't quite care what was going on. So what has happened now? Hey, what's up, Tara, Marcus, Setup? Good to see y'all. Make sure I hit that like button for me. So the judge was not pleased with any of that. So he says, listen, I'm striking those bogus motions from the record, striking them. What you're going to do, I'm going to make you respond. First of all, he tried to drop Dwayne Youngblood. Before the judge saying that, he tried to drop him as a client. It's getting a little too hot for Tyrone. He ain't into this trial stuff. I'm already doing this pro bono, and now I'm in it too deep. I may have to actually go to a courthouse, and I don't want to have to do that. Oh, but you got to go. You got to go to the court. So the judge said, before you go anywhere, Youngblood, Blackburn, before you drop anybody, I need you to drop a few real documents down at the courthouse for me. And then on the 24th, I need you to come and stand in front of me and explain to me why you chose to throw a bunch of AI documentation to this Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania court. So no, you're not going nowhere. I need you to respond by the 11th of July. And then I'm going to let Jakes respond by the 18th. And then on the 24th of July, I need you to come into my chambers or come into my courtroom and explain yourself before I sanction you. Okay? So today, everybody, we were waiting for tomorrow. What's up, everybody? Jesse, hey. He's a lawyer in the courtroom. Oh, yes, he is. So what comes through today? Now, let's revisit something really quick. Of course, I'm not an attorney. I'm just going off of common knowledge here. Thank you so much, Shelby, for lighting up the chat for me. Let's light it up. Rainbow that chat up for me, everybody. Thank you so much. AJ, thank you for keeping us. Yes. Want to keep y'all up. So Blackburn is out of New York. In order to practice in another state, you got to kind of get a sponsor or what have you, attorney in the state that you're going to be representing someone if they live in a different state. So he goes and he finally gets this Summer Law Group, SOMMER, to, go alongside us. Okay, come on in. We'll be your sponsor. Thank you so much, Londa. I appreciate you. Yes, so 1999. Oh, you and Shelby cutting up. All y'all cutting up. You put a 20 on it. I appreciate you. So after a long dissertation of Dwayne Youngblood, I don't have any money. I'm working part-time. I can't afford an attorney, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, bam, the Summer Law Group in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh elects to be the sponsor, whatever, for Tyrone Blackburn. Thank you so much, Erica, for lighting up the chat for me. Rainbow that thing up, sneak watching while at work, but wanted to support until I can jump. Okay, thank you so much. I know I'm a little early today. Usually I'm on a little bit later. But listen, we had to hit it while it's hot. So what I'm thinking, everyone, after the judge reprimanded Tyrone Blackburn, this Summer Law Group, which are our Caucasian persuasion folks, okay. And as you can see, it's the guy right behind Dwayne Youngblood next to Larry Reed. That is Brad in Summer. That's who that is. Brad Summer, attorney Brad Summer of the Summer Law Group. He responded, "Where is Tyrone Blackburn?" This Brad guy, attorney, has responded to the court, has responded in regards to the dismissal, because that has never been properly responded to. So he's now responded to the proposed dismissal that they would like to have on this case. So my question today, as we read the documents, does Dwayne Youngblood now have a fighting chance against Bishop T.D. Jakes? I don't know. But let's read the documents. Oh, God. Y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me, and let's get this thing going. Oh, but I don't think I can. Let's set the atmosphere first. Can we do that? This is going to be something else. We're going to read this together.
No other name. 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 Jesus. No other name. No other name. That name. Oh, yeah. Oh, believe it tonight, believe it tonight. There's no other other name. No other name. No other. No other name. Jesus. No other name. No other name. That name. That name is all we need.
Well, that name is all we need. That name is all we need. Thank you, Bishop-elect Marvin Winans. If you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that like button for me as well. And if you're on X right now, Twitter, hit that like button. I had to set the atmosphere, K-Fit. Yeah, good to see you. Listen, let's get into this. All right. So this is defendant Dwayne Youngblood's answer and affirmative defenses. Defendant Dwayne Youngblood, by and through undersigned counsel, hereby files his answer and affirmative defenses to plaintiff's complaint and adverse as follows. It's interesting. We may actually get some real deal court stuff and some actual real legal jargon here now that we're still looking for Dwayne Youngblood, but attorney Brad Summer, the sponsor of Tyrone Blackburn in Pittsburgh, has responded to the courts. What's up, Tashi? Nature of the action. Paragraph 1 states a legal conclusion to which no response is required. To the extent a response is required, Youngblood denies the allegations of paragraph 1. Number 2, denied. Not only is defendant without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 2, but Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less any conspiratorial conduct regarding an attempt of extortion. Defendant is the defendant, not the plaintiff. There is no action filed, nor any formal or informal request or demand whatsoever from the plaintiff for millions of dollars. Maybe they didn't read the demand letter. I don't know. Okay. Denied. Defendant without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 3 regarding plaintiff's motive for filing the lawsuit, further denied in that the paragraph calls for a legal conclusion regarding the alleged falsity of accusations, and to the extent that a response is required, Mr. Youngblood is fully prepared to stand on the truth. Let's see the parties. Defendant is without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegation contained in paragraph 4 and cannot speak to plaintiff's proclamations of the scope and breadth of his professional resume. Admitted that defendant is a U.S. citizen and resident of the city of Pittsburgh, denied as to the remainder of the paragraph. Let me scoop this over here, just like that. Think of it. Denied. Not only is this defendant without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 6, but Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less conspiratorial conduct with any John Does. The remaining portion of the paragraph does not require a response regarding plaintiff's alleged intentions to amend the complaint. Number 7, denied. Paragraph 7 states a legal conclusion to which no response is required. To the extent a response is required, Youngblood denies the allegations of paragraph 7. To the extent a response will be required, not only is defendant without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegation contained in paragraph 7, but Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less any conspiratorial conduct or any sort, and stands on the truth of the underlying merits of this case. What's up, everybody? Come on in. No, I don't think they're not. This is not a new attorney. It's not a new attorney. This is the attorney that was sponsoring Youngblood. Remember that he had to get us like a sponsor. I forget the legal jargon of that is, but you have to have another attorney in that city, in that state, that's going to say, listen, I'll go along the side of this attorney since they're in another state, since they don't have really a law license to practice in Pennsylvania. So this attorney has been on the sideline ever, since it started. So no, it's not about starting over with the new attorney. No. All right. Jurisdiction and venue denied. Paragraph 8 states a legal conclusion to which no response is required. Defendant relies upon the court to make its own determination regarding jurisdiction. To the extent a response is required, defendant strongly denies that there is any amount in controversy whatsoever. Number 9, denied. Paragraph 9 states a legal conclusion to which no response is required. Defendant relies upon the court to make its own determination regarding jurisdiction. Factual allegations. Let's get into it. 10, denied. Paragraph 10 states a legal conclusion to which no response is required. Defendant relies upon the court to make its own determination. My goodness, regarding venue. I guess that we're going to see that a lot. Number 11, it says that defendant is, they say denied, defendant is without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegation contained in paragraph 11 and cannot speak to plaintiff's proclamations of the scope and breadth of its professional resume. So listen here, I see where it's going with this, and Tyrone Blackburn probably should have went this route, because a lot of what they're saying is just repetitive, and it didn't need a whole bunch of explanation like he tried to do. It didn't need additional accusations against Bishop Jakes. It didn't need all that. This attorney got stuck holding the bag. You are correct. Of course she did. He got, because listen, when you say, I am going to sponsor this attorney, I'll walk along them, I'll, put my law license on the table for this attorney. And it's exactly what that law firm did. Now, if Tyrone Blackburn is going to be sanctioned, they may be in jeopardy of something happening to them. So since they said they're going to walk along the side of Youngblood and be his sponsor while he's over here in Philadelphia, or Pennsylvania, or Pittsburgh, wherever they're at, Pittsburgh, then yes, I believe this has an effect on him, on this particular attorney as well. So, So, but it looks like they're just naming the ones, and they're going through and they're just saying, hey, no, this is denied. We're denying this. And a lot of this is the same. Proclamations of the scope of breadth of professional resume, and it's unfair with the example, alleged philanthropic efforts or speaking engagement. So they're saying, listen, he ain't did nothing to make you lose money for speaking engagements and your philanthropic efforts. Spiritual devotion journey, and this one here, denied without sufficient information. Okay, I like this one. But it says, for example, the scope of his inspiration upon others, or how he spent his personal spiritual devotion journey. So they're coming at these statements that Jakes put in his lawsuit as to the reasons why the defamation stuff is how it's affecting him, his business, and his character. Denise Monroe says it's like co-signing for someone and they missed the payment. You are responsible. That is exactly what it is, Denise. Yeah. And listen, the lender don't care which one of y'all pay it, but one of y'all gonna pay it. That's what's going on right here. Leah, what you say, they may not have even known the death. I don't think they did. I don't think that they may not have known the death, but they got the death now. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, tomorrow I'll be with Dr. Creole, Libra Butterfly News. I'll be over there. She's going to do a little interview with me. So we'll be hanging out over there. If you're not a member, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. She is right here. Subscribe to her channel. I believe it's 7 your time. So I think that's 4 my time, I believe. But I believe I'll put it on the community wall as well for those of you who won't want to check us out. All right. Make sure you do that. What's up, Rosalind? Might be too late now that Jake's hired the defamation specialist. Listen, they have a lot of work to, but this is not Tyrone Blackburn for everybody who's coming. And this is the sponsor attorney in Pittsburgh, where they said that they will, walk along the side of Tyrone Blackburn. Not only are they walking, they leading the pack now. They're gonna have to lead it, because where is Tyrone Blackburn? All right. All right, so they are denying the fact without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 14 and cannot speak to the plaintiff's proclamation of the scope of breadth of personal resume. And all this is the same, you guys. They just added at the bottom, for example, the particulars of the plaintiff's marriage or the accuracy regarding claims of the integrity of his reputation. So they saying we ain't got nothing to Dwayne ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what the attorney is saying. Number 15, denied the same. Youngblood denies both the characterization of the paragraph's affirmance and self-serving precursor of there being a stark contrast between the parties. Okay. Number 16, he denied that as well. Calls for speculation about events that did not transpire, and further denied in that even if true communication of the intent of a parishioner would be privileged context. 17, they admitted that on 17. What was 17? I have to look back and see what 17 was. 18, they're denying. They're saying the communications regarding counseling between defendant and a member of the parish would be privileged. A defendant and a member of the parish would be privileged. You know, he was over there counseling the young boys and then essaying them. He was convicted of it. But this attorney said, that's privileged information. Okay. All right. All right. Number 19, Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less any conspiratorial conduct with anyone. He said he wasn't conspiring with nobody. That's what he said. Number 20, all right. He's unfamiliar. The public viewing audience or associated metrics of Larry Reed's program admitted that defendant participated in an interview on the television program. So they're saying they're denying the metrics. You know how they mapped out all of the amount of viewerships and all that because it had an effect on his defamation and character. Number 21. All right, let's see here. The communication regarding counsel between defendant and a member of a parish would be privileged. Okay, we said that already. Number 22, communications regarding the abuse defendant sustained at the hands of Bishop Jakes is far from new. Far from new, because I think there was a thing where it said these new allegations or something. So they're saying these are far from new allegations. Number 23, admitted that a portion of the interview was spent discussing Bishop Jakes' actions as they pertain to Mr. Youngblood, denied as to the rest. Number 24, admitted that Youngblood shared a story about his experience with Bishop Jakes and the sexual abuse that attended the interaction. Admitted that Youngblood shared a story about his experience with Bishop Jakes and the sexual abuse that attended the interaction. We still, it still blows my mind what they're calling essay. It's really blowing my mind what they're calling this hug and a missed kiss essay. Right, Leah. If they link the crimes, it ain't no privileged information. That is now evidence. Okay, that's what that is. Admitted that Bishop Jakes called Mr. Youngblood the next day with additional sexual and inappropriate grooming, and that this experience was shared during the interview. 26, admitted that during the interview, Mr. Youngblood explained to a certain degree the impact the abuse had upon him and recalled his mother making him go to church that night. Remember, he was just so, the water, the missed kiss, the hug, and the water that he heard on the phone, that was abusive to him. 27, admitted that Mr. Youngblood recounted a conversation with Bishop Jakes about the abuse. Remember, later on, he said that he talked to him later on, and he said that Bishop Jakes said, "Oh, I would have slept with anyone at that time. You know, my stock was rising," or something to that effect. Number 28, admitted that Mr. Youngblood participated in part 2 of the interview and shared his perspective about Bishop Jakes' action and how they relate to SA. Number 29, admitted that Mr. Youngblood shared his impression about a disturbing phone call with Bishop Jakes. And number 30, admitted that the interviewer, Mr. Reed, characterized Youngblood's experience with his own commentary. Time to throw everyone under the bus. All right, let's read that again. Admitted that the interviewer, Mr. Reed, characterized Youngblood's experience with his own commentary. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? The narrative that they're going to throw out there is that, listen, that wasn't Youngblood saying all that and putting the grooming in there and putting the this in there. That was Larry who did that. That was Larry. Y'all hit the like button for me. We should be at least almost 150 likes for me. Hit that like there. Here we go, Courtney. That was Larry. That wasn't me. Denied. Number 31. This paragraph is replete with speculation and hyperbole regarding the intention of the interviewer and an alleged intent by Mr. Youngblood regarding the interview itself. Number 32, denied. 32 states a legal conclusion to which no response is required. The extent of responses required. Mr. Youngblood unequivocally asserts and stands by his allegations that the actual misconduct described during the LRL interviews are true. Period. Again. Okay. I know it's a beating that dead horse. 33, denied. Okay, that's a Youngblood, Mr. Youngblood, and a self-serving theory about why he spoke his truth. This colorful theory is an obvious attempt to undercut Mr. Youngblood's credibility and in the same vein distract from Bishop Jakes' conduct by engaging in characterizations of the defendant. Number 34, denied. Mr. Youngblood regarding the intentions of Mr. Youngblood regarding the interviews, and further denied in that defendant is without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph and is unfamiliar with the scope of the public viewing audience or associated metrics of Larry Reed's program. What's up, everybody? Come on in, hit the like button. What's up, Giselle? What's up? Who else came in here? Y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys, we are at 6 away from meeting our goal today. So make sure you hit that goal button and you help us meet our goal on the St. James Show today. Denied, number 35. All right. Okay, that's another scope of the public viewing audience or associated metric with Larry Reid. Got that. All right. And number 36 is pretty much the same thing. They're denying they don't have no control. They don't know nothing about the scope of Larry Reid's program or impact on other social media users. They you can't blame us. We don't know nothing about that. You've been watching him. Dion says, but didn't he say that he had been watching him, or am I dumb? Listen, there's a lot said. I think he did say something like that. There was a lot that was said. All right. 37. Let's see here. That's another metric scope of Larry Reid's program or impact on other social media users. This paragraph is also sheer speculation. Okay. Oh, Tyrone Blackburn probably should have sat in Mr. Summers' class and at least been his paralegal and learned some things. Number 38, denied. Okay. Legal conclusion in which no response is required, all that good stuff. Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less any conspiratorial conduct with any legal representation. Oh. And in fact, has not made any financial demands upon the plaintiff whatsoever. Uh-oh, come on now. Uh-oh. What now? What you said? Let me read that again. Let me read that one again. Further denied in that defendant is without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 38. But Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less any conspiratorial conduct with any legal representation, and in fact has not made any financial demands upon the plaintiff whatsoever. I could have swore we all saw a $6 million demand letter that Jake's got, that the courts put in evidence. Summer, you might want to go read that demand letter. 39. Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less clear conduct with any legal representation, and in fact has not made any financial demands upon the plaintiff whatsoever. They said that again in number 39. Number 40 is the same thing. He didn't make no demands or financial demands upon the plaintiff. 6 million, that's what he said. They wanted 6, Summer. They wanted 6. Number 41. To the extent a response required, defendant is not an attorney and is completely unfamiliar with federal criminal law. We know some other law that he's familiar with, some other criminal law. It may not be federal, but we know some other criminal law that Youngblood is familiar with. Oh, yes, we do. All right, number 42. Defendant is not an attorney and is completely unfamiliar with Pennsylvania's law that relate to extortion. Does it matter if you are, you know the law or not? I know around here they say being dumb of the law is no excuse. Number 43. Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies any plan, much less spiritual conduct with any legal representation. In fact, has not made any financial demands upon the plaintiffs whatsoever. Further denied in that Mr. Youngblood is unfamiliar with any attorney's background regarding demands upon celebrities. I think they're talking about Tyrone Blackburn right here, because unfortunately, you ought to vet your attorney before you start hiring them. Denied, number 44. To the extent a response is required, Mr. Youngblood vehemently denies the existence of any plan and in fact has not made any financial demands upon the plaintiff whatsoever, so there cannot possibly be a playbook. Okay. Number 45. All right, theory. Be intended to profit significant, and their young buck has not made any financial demands upon the plaintiff whatsoever, so there cannot possibly be an intention to profit significantly. Is somebody forgetting about the $6 million possible failed profit? There was a profit they were looking for. It was the $6 million. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Rosin. They're trying to blame an incompetent attorney. Will the incompetent attorney theory get Dwayne Youngblood out of this? Okay, to the extent number 46 denied regarding plaintiff's reputation or spiritual impact and has certainty not engaged in any conspiratorial conduct. To the extent a response is required, Mr. Youngblood claims regarding abuse by plaintiffs are not isolated. Okay. Number 47. Okay, reputation or philanthropy. Okay, he denies. Okay, there any connection whatsoever between Mr. Youngblood's interview on Larry Reed Live and any medical condition associated with plaintiff? Y'all made that man fall out in front of his church, in front of the world. That's what he said. Number 48. All right. Plaintiff's value system regarding victims of sexual abuse. They're denying, they were questioning his value system. Okay, number 49. The defendant is without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the reason why plaintiff brought this lawsuit. All right, first claim for relief, libel per se against defendant Dwayne Youngblood. Y'all, did you guys hit the like button for me? Do hit that like button. If you would do me a big favor, hit the like button right now.
We thank you for this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. For this is the day I'll cherish this day that the Lord He has made. I will enter.
All right. Number 50 is merely an incorporation paragraph and no response is required. To the extent a response is required, Mr. Youngblood incorporates the entirety of his responses in all preceding paragraphs. Admitted that on October 28, 2024 and November 3rd, 2024, Mr. Youngblood recounted during a live interview on the Larry Reed Live show instances of sexual abuse at the hands of the plaintiff. Admitted, number 52, that Mr. Youngblood made the specific statements outlined in this paragraph regarding plaintiff's sexual abuse. 53, admitted that Mr. Youngblood made the specific statements outlined in the paragraph regarding plaintiff's sexual abuse. Same thing. Denied, number 54. The allegations regarding what social media platforms, if any, are utilized by Larry Reed Live, which exerts, if any, the producer's choose, choose to air, and what the metrics are regarding viewership. Number 55, admitted Mr. Youngblood has statements concerning the plaintiff. All right, number 56, he's denying the allegations and plaintiff speculations about how the interviews were interpreted by the viewers. Okay, number 57, denied Mr. Youngblood's statement on October 28th and October 3rd episodes are completely true. I think they meant November 3rd, right? Oh, yeah, they meant November 3rd. They put October 3rd. Episodes are completely true and therefore could not possibly be defamatory or false. Well, I guess that's what we have the court system for, huh? 58. All right. Okay. He denied the allegations contained in the paragraph 58 regarding plaintiff's reputation or prominence. All right. We're almost done, y'all. 59. All right. Defendant is without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegation contained in paragraph 59 regarding plaintiff's reputation. All right. Denied. Number 60, a legal conclusion regarding malice and intent to which no response is required. To the extent a response is required, Mr. Youngblood's statements are not false. He's saying he told the truth, everybody. Number 61, Mr. Youngblood has made no financial demand upon plaintiff, and therefore the theory floated by plaintiff is severely undermined. So are they going to try to get in court and say that? Are they trying to say that Tyrone Blackburn sent that demand letter solely on his own and Dwayne Youngblood had no idea he was sending that? Is that the route that they're trying to take now? I think that's the route. Because they keep saying that the defendant has made no claims for financial gain to the plaintiff. That's what it sounds like, Shelby. So were you they trying to make Jakes just go after Dwayne? I mean, after Blackburn? Right? He can't admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 63 regarding plaintiff's reputation or alleged injury. All right. Same thing, same thing. All right, same thing. Plaintiff cannot possibly admit entitled to damages because there is no liability. They're saying to the extent that a response required, plaintiff cannot possibly be entitled to damages because there is no liability. Second claim for relief, civil conspiracy against all defendants. I guess they're trying to, but my thing is now they chose to take on the case with Tyrone Blackburn. So now you're going to try to flip the script and say, well, this was Tyrone asking for the money. It wasn't Dwayne Youngblood asking for the money. They say they want Jakes to go after Blackburn and Larry. That's what it's that's what, This is about the civil conspiracy. The last few pages is about this. Mr. Youngblood incorporates the entirety of his responses in all preceding paragraphs. Okay. Number 67. He denies that. He denies knowing anything about the metrics of the podcast viewing audience. Okay. He denies any plan, much less any conspiratorial conduct of any sort and with any individual. In short, Mr. Youngblood has not conspired with anyone at any time regarding the merits of this case, period. Plaintiff's theory is wholly undermined by the fact that Mr. Youngblood has not made any demands upon, much less engaged in any direct or indirect settlement discussions with plaintiff. Wasn't that done before Blackburn? Blackburn was the one who sent the demand letter to Jakes' camp. But when the lawsuit came out, he told them to, kick rocks, figure out how to serve. He wouldn't take the lawsuit for Dwayne Youngblood. He was trying to distance himself from the lawsuit after he sent the demand letter in the name of Dwayne Youngblood. So I think they're trying to spin this that Dwayne didn't have anything to do with that demand letter. I think that's what they're trying to do. Number 68. Not only is defendant without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 68, as to awareness of any statements made by some unknown conspirator. Further denied in that Mr. Youngblood has not made any demands upon, much less engaged in any direct or indirect settlement discussions with the plaintiff. Well, there wasn't a settlement discussion because after they received the demand letter, the lawsuit came. So they didn't do a settlement. Yeah, but yes, Uncle Paul, Blackburn was acting for Youngblood. See, everybody wants to deny now. Yeah, red ball it back, Nita, later on. We're about to let it out. Blackburn representing Youngblood for what was the purpose of acquiring him as a lawyer? Number 69. Okay. Not only is defendant without sufficient information or knowledge to either admit or deny the allegations contained in paragraph 69 as to alleged conduct engaged in by some unknown conspirator. And the thing about it, unless they name the conspirator, it's still an unknown conspirator. They have mentioned Larry Reed in all the motions and all the paperwork, but his name is still not on the roll. Okay, so this is smart of the attorney to still say it's an unknown conspirator, because that's really what it is legally. All right. To the extent that number 70, to the extent that a response is required, plaintiff cannot possibly be entitled to damages because there is no liability. He no do nothing. 71. Mr. Youngblood denies being liable to the plaintiff. 72. Okay, says there's no liable. There's no liability. 73. Again, there's no liability. 74. Let's see. States a legal conclusion in the form of a prayer for relief for whatever is deemed appropriate by the court, and thus no response is required. To the extent that the response is required, plaintiff cannot possibly be entitled to damages or relief that the court deems appropriate because there is no liability. The first affirmation of defense is true. They're saying truth. Plaintiff's complaint fails to state a cause of action. Defendant's statements are true. Second affirmation, second affirmative defense, absence of harm. Plaintiff's claims fail for absence of harm. Third, affirmative defense, the waiver. Youngblood asserts waiver as an affirmative defense to defendant's claim. Fourth, affirmative defense, consent. Youngblood's assertions consent as an affirmative defense to defendant's claims. Fifth, affirmative defense, qualified privilege. Youngblood asserts qualified privilege as an affirmative defense to defendant's claims. And as you can see, this is by Brad N. Summer, Esquire. This is the Summer Law Group in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So after reading this, everybody, we're still trying to figure out where Tyrone Blackburn is. He's nowhere to be found. Leah, you want to come up? I'll drop the link if you want to come up. He is nowhere to be found. If they screen record those interviews, it's a wrap. All this is a waste. It is. All this is a waste of time. This is just an attorney doing what they're supposed to do. My client is innocent. My client had no idea what was going on. My client just came up there to tell the story, and all of a sudden, Larry Reed, he characterized his situation, and he the one that said I was groomed. Yeah. He said I was groomed because he said I was honest. But he said I was groomed by Bishop Jakes. Larry Reed said it. I was just telling my story. I didn't say I was SA'd. I just said, he hugged me and he tried to kiss me. And it was categorized by Larry Reed. And I don't know nothing about no money. I didn't ask the Bishop Jakes for no money. Money? Who said that? I didn't ask for no money. I ain't had no negotiations with nobody. What's up, Nicole? This is all what's going on right now, since the new attorney has stepped in. Well, it ain't, like I said, it ain't really a new attorney. It's just the attorney has stepped up. They saw it going to hell in a handbasket, and their law license may be slipping away too, along with Tyrone Blackburn. And they said, listen, we made a bad decision. We made a horrible decision. We did not vet this attorney before we agreed to sponsor him over here in Pittsburgh. We didn't go over there and speak to T.I. We didn't go over there and speak to Diddy. We didn't do nothing. We just saw Bishop Jakes and we Googled him. And we said, oh, this may be good for the law firm. Let's bring him on in, Brad. Well, Brad, you done got yourself in a pickle. And of course, he has to say, my client didn't know nothing. Didn't know a doggone thing. Larry said, that's what they said. They done joined the bandwagon of the Larry said. I didn't say that. He had them all fooled. Blackburn had everybody. Now everybody is scammering around, trying to recover, trying to put out these fires, because the judge is coming with the vengeance on July 24th. And he's cutting whoever he's in his way. And he's going to have to question Brad Summer and the Summer Law Group for the information that came from Blackburn. Did y'all vet it? Did y'all read it? Did he pass it by you? Were you concerned? You took this attorney on as their sponsor for this state, and you just let him run amok? You let him just go into AI and submit all this paperwork to the courts, and you didn't ask no questions? Somebody has the answer to that. I would think somebody would have to answer to it. Y'all judge is sick. He's sick of them. He's sick of them. So I think this is why Brad Summer has stepped in. And it looks like they're trying to throw Blackburn under the bus and possibly Larry. Possibly. They are wanting to get Dwayne Youngblood out of this. And that little statement, well, no, Larry categorized the situation. Dwayne didn't do it. That was done by the podcaster, not my client. And I didn't know anything. But didn't Larry say that Dwayne said? he said that he didn't know about any demand letter that went to Bishop Jakes. That is somewhere floating. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be crazy if Dwayne actually got out of this? That's what I said in the beginning of the program. Does Dwayne now have a fighting chance to get out of this? He said he's about to zap everybody for contempt if they don't quit playing in his face. That's what they're doing. But so they said that Jace wouldn't take this to trial. I know. He dumb. He dumb. That's old dumb Jake's over there and dumb Jake's over there in Dallas. What's up, Prince James? That's dumb Jake's. Oh, the beautiful bean footage will be rolled, Courtney. Oh, the footage is going to be rolled back. And I pray that Brad Summer isn't just presenting all this without looking at evidence, without looking at the videos, I don't know if he got the videos that may have been taken down. You said Youngblood will sue Black. The thing of, well, I guess he could, even though he was doing it pro bono. I guess you can, if he is made to pay up, possibly he could sue Blackburn. But I don't know if Blackburn got any money, though. I don't know. You said this may be a chance for Prison Bait to crawl under a rock and never come out. Let me tell you this. I would say, you know how they say, get me out, Jesus, get me out, Lord? That would be my mantra. That would be my song I would sing every day until it got me out of this. And I would go up under a rock and hide, and y'all wouldn't see me no more. I tell you, you wouldn't. They said Youngblood didn't know about the letter. That's why I think they are in cahoots. Who in cahoots? Who do you think are in cahoots? Larry and Blackburn? Because Larry said he saw the letter. Did he see the letter and Dwayne Youngblood didn't see the letter? Who showed Larry the letter? Who showed Larry the letter? Because you said you saw the letter, Larry. America heard you. Europe heard you. England. The Netherlands heard you. On Blackburn and Larry. You say they in cahoots. This is an interesting turn, everybody. It is really an interesting turn. I think Brad Summer is doing what Blackburn should have did in the first place. You see how he stuck to the repetitiveness, because there's not a whole lot. If you're denying stuff, you don't just start denying things and start bringing other accusations up against the person. There was no further accusations brought against Bishop Jakes in that response. Not one further accusation. Brad Summer stuck to the paragraphs and went through the suit and spoke to the paragraphs. He's creating reasonable doubt. Gotta rehearse something. I'm at the. Oh, you at the ship? Oh, okay. Okay, you good. You good. Good night. Sing them good. What's up, Gabe Prep? Pastor Prep. Let's think about this, y'all. Let's think about this. What is the plan? Because let me tell you this, Brad Summer is probably really, really, really pissed off at Tyrone Blackburn for duping him, for getting him involved in this, and then he not doing his fiduciary responsibility as an attorney for his client, making the judge in Pittsburgh very upset, a judge that Brad Summer probably has had dealings with in the past and will have future dealings with in the future. So it is in the best interest of Mr. Brad Summer to throw Tyrone Blackburn under the bus and say, my client had no dealings with a demand letter. And my client did not tell Larry Reed to categorize the situation in a certain way. Oh, God. What's up, Dion Resurrected Word? What's up? You said you think Brad is scrambling right now. There may not be a concrete plan yet other than to deny. Yeah. But I think they are really trying to. And if you think about it, it's definitely what Tyrone Blackburn, well, he wouldn't have said that. He couldn't have said his client didn't know about any financial request because he was the attorney who sent the demand letter. Oh, God. Are they trying to say that Larry and Blackburn? What's up, Inspire? What's going on here, Nicole? What are we seeing here now? They just throwing everything against the wall to see what's going to stick. Now I can't wait. Well, what will? Well, I know what. Well, and see, Jake's have downloaded every video. Jake's folks has downloaded every video, even the videos that Larry did by himself without Dwayne Youngblood. Because I guarantee you this, all those videos were downloaded before that lawsuit was filed in November. And then, Larry kept talking. He kept defaming, in my opinion. He kept saying things about Jakes that had not been proven. You say they on their way? Better get in your doom buggy. Somebody sent me a video about Ghana, and how Ghana is welcoming people in so they can build this city. Black people can build a city, and they're giving money and things like that. It was kind of interesting, actually. It was a little interesting. We seeing why he said, if they listen here. I'm really trying to get in the mind of what's going on here. And I think I've cracked the code. I think Dwayne went over there and sat in Brad's office and said, they convinced me to get on there and tell my story. And then they shaped it in a way where it was all against Bishop Jakes. I didn't want to do it. All I was saying, my experience. And they made me. And then I heard about a demand letter for $6 million. I had no idea whatsoever. And then I didn't have any money to fight it. So he said he would do it pro bono. So I just let him take over. And he screwed me with no lube and the lights off. I think that's what happened over there in the Summer Law office recently. And the Brad says, don't worry about it. You're denying it all? Okay. You had no recollection of a demand letter? Okay. All right. Is there anywhere online where you're saying that you received or you sent a demand letter or you saw it anywhere online? Well, Larry Reed got on and said that no. I'm talking about what you said, Dwayne. What did you say? Well, I don't think I said anything about a demand letter or anything. That was Larry Reed. So you're saying it was Larry Reed, the podcaster, who said that they saw the demand letter, but you didn't see no demand letter? Oh, okay. Well, how did he see did you show the man? Well, I didn't show him anything because I never saw it, Brad. I never saw it. Well, how did Larry see it? I don't know. I don't know nothing. I don't know. I don't even know how old I was when he tried to kiss me. I don't know nothing. No idea. I don't know. I'm just innocent, Brad. I'm an innocent bystander. All I did was go to testimony service, and my testimony service turned into a lawsuit. That's all I did. I was trying to help. I was trying to tell people how the abused become the abuser. It was it was like a Ayala event, Brad. And Larry Reed turned it in something about TDJ. I had no idea. But Larry did it. I didn't do it. Y'all know that happened in that office. Y'all know that happened. Me know nothing. No habla español. No habla inglés. Send in the interpreter. This one don't know. I was sitting in court one day. This Mexican man came in. I was sitting next to this Hmong family, Asian Hmong family, and they was over there. That Mexican man came over there and just started speaking to they looked up themselves. I said, "Oh, y'all thought y'all was gonna skate through here? Oh no, there's a ram in the bush." That Mexican man speaks Hmong. Okay, they ain't nothing but some tea, y'all. Tea and lemonade. That Mexican man speaks Hmong. So they got a ram in the bush. So the moral of the story is, everybody, as we end this thing here, the moral of the story today is Dwayne Youngblood is going to try to get out of this by claiming he know nothing, by claiming Tyrone Blackburn. And it looks good, though. It looks good. Because Tyrone Blackburn, it's already been testified in the Diddy trial from a girl who had to fire him, who they sent a letter to, a demand letter to Diddy, and he fudged some events, according to her. He lied and put a lot of salacious additional things. She picked him up by the boobs, and he held her over the banister, was going to drop her, all this stuff he put in this demand letter. So it looks good right now to claim that Tyrone Blackburn did what he's been accused of doing for a number of clients in the last year or so. So it looks very good for Dwayne to throw the buck, to claim me know nothing. I didn't do it. Pull up the documents. Diddy just had another case thrown out, who were represented by Tyrone Blackburn last week. That was thrown out. All these cases that Tyrone puts his hand on, somebody sent me something that he was on another podcast recently. Let me see what he was saying. I didn't get a chance to look at it. What was he saying? And let me see when this was. I think it was last week. Here it is. Let me see. You see.
They playing with the right one too, because I don't give a damn. I'm a saying. I told you, Aretha Franklin. I am Aretha. I am Whitney. I am Luther. Okay.
I mean, you have every right. So you're a lawyer. You're not a street guy. You're not a gang banger. No, so you have every right to,
I'm telling.
Talk to law enforcement.
If you jaywalk, I'm telling. Snitching. That's me.
That's Tyrone said he's gonna snitch on everybody.
Call the cops. I'm telling.
He said, "Don't even jaywalk in front of here." He calling the cops.
Well, is there any anything else you want to add before you go?
No, listen, man. I appreciate you. I think you're absolutely hilarious. I love watching your read out. I'm reading along with you, and I'm like, sound it out, sound it out.
And this was a day ago.
You said
He's
I
laughing.
go to Google pronunciation.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. You said Tyrone. He said he's snitching. He said he's snitching. He said he'll snitch on you if you jaywalk in front of him. He'll snitch. Somebody in trouble. Because if Dwayne denies Blackburn, Blackburn gonna throw Larry under the bus. He just said he'll snitch if you jaywalk in front of him. Somebody better get their passports. That's all I got. You better get your passports and get up out of here. Get out of here. Get go. Go. He love to be on people's podcasts. Let me see that again.
They playing with the right one too, because I don't give a damn.
He said he don't give a damn.
I'm a singer. I told you, Aretha Franklin. I am Aretha.
He gonna sing like Aretha Franklin.
I am Luther.
He said he Whitney, he Luther.
So you're a lawyer. You're not a street guy. You're
No, I'm not.
Gang banger. You know, so you have every right to,
I'm telling.
Talk to law enforcement.
If you jaywalk, I'm telling. Snitching.
He said he telling.
I'm telling. Don't jaywalk in front of them and call the cops.
He said he calling the cops.
I'm telling.
Oh, this is Whitehead. I swear it is.
Is there anything else you want to add before you go?
No. Listen, man, I appreciate you. I think you're absolutely hilarious. I love watching your
I'm not too sure yet, but somebody in trouble. Somebody in trouble. I don't know yet who. I thought I had it figured out. But Dwayne done went over there to the Caucasian persuasions and played victim. He the victim. They tricked him. They bamboozled him. He probably told Brad, I love Bishop Jakes. I love him. I would never have said anything on that podcast had I know that Larry would have spent it like the way he did. I didn't mean for that to happen, Brad. He tricked me. And he hit me up and said that Tyrone Blackburn wanted to represent me. I didn't know what they were trying to do. And Brad said, do you think they were trying to have a conspiracy? I think so, Brad. I think so. I'm just trying to. I just died. We just gonna wait and see how the weeds come up. I never wanted this. All I needed was some help with my book. I was just trying to tell my story. I wasn't even gonna put no names in it, Brad. But they told me, say the name. They knew I was apostolic, and they tell me I just started to say the name, and I started to tell hallelujah, how Jesus, and they got me, Brad. They got me. I said the names, and I said Jake, and now I'm in this pickle. Tyrone went ghost on young blood. But Tyrone said he snitched. He said he gonna snitch. He said he telling it all. Don't do nothing with him. How he gonna get out of sending that demand letter though? Larry said, "Oh, I seen it. I seen it. Oh God, help us today. Help us up in here today, Lord. Get me out, Jesus. Get me out, Lord. If you guys want to support the program, y'all didn't meet my goal today, but that's okay. 4 of you did. I appreciate y'all. Who did? Who did it? Thank you so much, L Star. Thank you so much, Shelby and Londa. And really Londa, 5, 10, 15, 20. You got it. That's 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're really, theoretically, we're only 2 down. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for supporting the program. If you want to continue, if you want to support the program in any other way, it is scrolling at the bottom. Let me go ahead. Listen here. It costs money to read you these. Last time I paid a $280, almost $300 PESA bill. So make sure y'all, this is what all your money goes to, all right? All your support goes to. We're just not willy-nilly in this thing over here. We like to bring you the information as we get it. But, ain't nothing free in this world. Ain't nothing free, all right? Just like don't nobody love you but God, as they say. Oh, no, that ain't true. Y'all hit that like button for me and also subscribe. Thank you for those who support the program as you regularly do. Will you hit that Patreon? I am going to be displaying tonight. I'm going to, as soon as I figure it out, I'm going to display the music, the prophets and artists music panel that we did at Prophetology in Orlando. Bishop Colette Yvonne, David Bratton, Marette Brown Clark, Travis Malloy, Vincent Bohannon, myself, Prophet Manasseh, Pastor Prophet Jordan. We all were on a panel, and a few others. A friend from Las Vegas, Peggy. What's his name? P-I-G-E. I can't ever pronounce your name. Musician in Las Vegas who was there, goes to Clinton House Church. We had a wonderful panel, so make sure I'm going to premiere that probably later on tonight, maybe, if not tonight, tomorrow. I don't know. I might have something going on tomorrow. Exciting. But make sure you are joining Patreon. It is pinned in the chat. I had to do some editing, some things, but I can do. I'm gonna post the Kim Burrell interview tonight for sure. They had to send it to me in another file. The files weren't opening up for me, but now they are opening up and we are good. It's the curse of the ancestors. You better leave them ancestors alone and just, pray for them from afar. Pray for them from no problem. Thank you so much, Shelby, for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. If you missed any of it, red ball it back. If you want to catch up to some of the other programs, we have a playlist here. The TD Jakes playlist on YouTube. So make sure that you are on there. Add me on Instagram. Add me on TikTok, St. James TikTok, St. James Eats on Instagram and on YouTube, Facebook, The St. James Show. We're everywhere. Patreon, The St. James Show. All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Yeah.
Just a look to Jesus.